Hi Pisces, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your May 2018 tarot reading. First, some housekeeping notes, just getting them out of the way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It's nice to get the notifications when your readings are up for your Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus, Mars signs. And also, it's nice to keep the community going. That way we can keep a dialogue going. And on that note, please leave comments or questions in the comment section below. Again, it's nice to get feedback and to talk to everybody that watches the videos to find out how these energies are affecting you compared to other people. Also, if you would like a personal reading, please email me at mimimemes@hotmail.com. You'll find that email address in the description box below the video. And that's it for housekeeping. Let's get into the transits that are occurring. So on May 15th, there is a pretty important transit occurring along with the lunation. There is a new moon in Taurus on May 15th. And on that day also, Uranus is moving into Taurus. So let's look at the archetypes. We can break down how this will affect us. The second house is ruled by Taurus, and this is the area of life that Uranus is going to affect when it moves in. And it's going to stay in that second house for the next 7 years. So the areas of life it's going to affect are both microcosm and macrocosm, are things like finance, the body or the earth, beauty, progress, value, what we value, aesthetics, things like that. So that is the energy of the second house and of Taurus. It has to do literally with the earth and with the physical body. It has to do with money, how we handle money, what we value, money or otherwise. It has to do with aesthetics and luxury. So these are the areas of life that this energy will affect for the next 7 years. Now, what's the energy? The energy is Uranus. The archetype of Uranus is an unpredictable activist change. It's good or bad. Only thing you can expect and know for sure will happen is change. And it likes progress. So Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, who rules the 11th house. This is the area of our life that has to do with collectivism. Not just our friends, but the whole human and non-sentient, or the whole human and sentient life experience. How does this affect me? And how does this affect you? And how does this affect everybody that I don't know? How does this affect the human experience and the non-human experience? That's what the 11th house is all about. So when this unpredictable Uranian energy brings this progressive improvement for the group, it makes things happen through revolution, activism, and change. That's one part of it. Another part of it is just change. So when you bring that to different areas of the second house, you can see what it might affect. So right now we're seeing some of this energy heralded already in Hawaii in the way of earthquakes and volcanoes. Being that Taurus represents on a macrocosm the earth that we stand on or sit on or what have you, bringing that energy of unpredictable change, that uranium explosive, crazy, chaotic change to that area will bring things like explosive tectonic plate changes, weather pattern changes, but particularly physical earth changes like earthquakes and like volcanoes. For the next 7 years, we might see more of this type of thing. When this also affects other things in the second house, and they're all interconnected, as things in our existence really are. The delicate ecosystem of one thing is intimately connected with another thing, so it has a domino effect and affects everything. So just considering what it's going to do to the earth, it will have an impact on how we steward the earth, which has to do with farming. Farming has to do with commodities. Commodities has to do with trading. Trading has to do with the stock market and the commodities market, which has to do with our financial system, which has to do with banking, which has to do with business, which has to do with government structures that oversee those businesses and financial parts of our lives. So I think you're starting to get the big picture here. We might be looking at massive change in how we do business, in farming, in commodities, in trading, and values trading, in banking, in business, and in the government structures that support and govern those areas of the free market. Okay? On a microcosm, this could manifest itself in changes in your physical body. So it would be wise to be safe, to buckle up, to wear sunscreen. Also, if something's bothering you, if something hurts, don't ignore it. Go see a doctor, because Uranus brings change, and in the microcosm, this tends to be about our home, which is the body. It might manifest itself in change in the body. So just be aware of that, and safety. On the macrocosm, we'll see these big changes that we're expecting, possibly changes in farming, changes in food production, changes in money, in currency. We're already seeing a move for Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies. But that kind of thing. Are we looking to different kinds of currencies? Are we going to go back to a gold or silver standard to actually back this fiat currency that has no backing right now? So this is all up for change and for grabs. Ultimately uncomfortable in the beginning, like an earthquake or a volcano. However, ultimately it is for progress and for change, which will help the collective. It will help everyone, which is ultimately the 11th house goal brought to the 12th house. So I hope that made sense. Let's get into your reading, Pisces. This is for May 2018, and I'm doing a 4-card pull based upon some situation in your life, something that you're experiencing or focusing your attention and emotion on. That's the first position, whatever this thing is. Second position is a positive or supportive aspect around it. Third position is a negative or stressful interfering aspect around it. And then the final card would be any guidance from spirit. I'm using the Thoth or the Tahuti deck. I've got the archetype cards loosely based on Jungian archetypes for clarification if necessary. So let's get started. This is for Pisces, mutable water for the month of May 2018. Rulers of the 12th house, you Pisces. Very, very spiritual sign. Many astrologers don't even assign it water. Some do, some don't. They actually assign it ether, because the 12th house being sort of the final processes of our physical existence on this planet, moving into the part where we disintegrate back into the whole. End of life type of stuff, the really spiritual stuff. So 12th house tends to have things that happen around spirituality, transcendence. It's ruled by Neptune. That's your planet is Neptune, which is dreaminess, again, transcendence, disintegrative, and it's mutable, therefore it's very flexible, which you would expect with a transcendent sign and house like the 12th and like Pisces. Very creative, very sensitive, very empathic and compassionate, intuitive, very psychic. Pisces are very often the ones that, thank you, need to cover their heads when they go into a crowded place, because they take on, they're empathic, they take on the energy of so many people. Okay, so currently you're sitting in the 4 of Wands in the reverse. This is Venus in Aries. This is 4, which is stability, but you've got it in reverse. So this is the masculine and feminine not meeting in a stable way. Maybe there's a relationship that's not working out for you at the moment. On the positive side, we have Valor, or the 7 of Wands in reverse as well. And negative aspect, we have Works, or the 3 of Discs in reverse. 2 fire energy, 1 earth. Final outcome or suggestion from spirit is victory, the 6 of Wands. So that is Jupiter in Leo. So we've got a couple of presences of Leo here. Okay, so the situation that you're in right now is a feeling of lack of stability, because I'm being drawn to the Venus in Aries concept, that being the masculine archetype and the feminine archetype. It makes me think that there's something in a relationship that's not working out for you right now, and you're kind of feeling the pain and stress and instability of it not working. Now, in the good position, you have the 7 of Wands in reverse. This is the Valor card, and this is Mars in Leo, okay? Leo is the 5th house, about self-expression. Mars is obviously a warring god, a masculine god, brought to that fire energy. That's fire on fire. That's the I am asserting itself in the I will, and it's in reverse. I think this is good. I think you might have been dealing with a Leo, actually, Pisces, in this coupling. You may have had a partner that's a Leo, possibly. And it looks like you're coming to an end with them. You're feeling the feelings of a failed relationship right now. The positive aspect is you are releasing the fight. Valor, the Seven of Wands, this Mars, this fighting energy in Leo is kind of like you having in the past held on to something that wasn't working. But you got it in reverse, which means you're letting this go. You're stopping fighting for this. The negative or stressful aspect of this is it might have an impact on work. So this could be someone you work with. This could be not really being ready to go out there and meet someone new, or possibly not being ready to do it on your own. Okay, this energy is the sun in Capricorn. This is basically the energy of Capricorn, which is it's all about work. That's why this is called works. It's about slowly, steadily, like the mountain goat, climbing one step at a time to reach the top. It means work. So either the negative aspect of this is it's going to involve work. That could mean that you have to move, or they have to move house. This may mean that you have to take a second job to pick up the slack financially from what your partner might have been providing. So there's some work involved. Plus there's just the emotional work of and process of getting over the pain of a relationship that you have to go through, that's kind of negative right now. You're feeling that. Okay. The advice from Spirit is the Jupiter in Leo card. Okay, so this is 6, which is a balanced number. It has to do with, again, kind of transcending a change. The 5s are changes, right? And the 6s are the next level of that change. So taking that change and moving on from it. And you got, this is the only card in the upright. So this is positive. This is asking you to take a optimistic view of your current circumstances. It's asking you to take a look at what you do have, right? Even though you're having to make changes here that are unsettling and they involve work, extra work, whether again that's moving or taking an extra job or just the process of dealing with the emotions of getting over this breakup. Okay. Spirit is saying that you absolutely are capable of it. You're now at a level of the 6. The even numbers I kind of think of as landings on a staircase or a flight of stairs, actually. You know, you'd have maybe 3 steps and you hit a landing. That's the 4 card. Then you have another few steps and you hit the 6. Then you have another few steps and you hit the 8. This is a place of momentary stability in your climb to reach your goal, where you can assess what's happened, get your bearings together, look at your situation, and plot your next move. And that's where you are at this time. And Spirit's guiding you to do it from an optimistic perspective, that Jupiter in Leo perspective. Leo is self-expression, it's confidence, and it's coming from the heart. Jupiter is positivity, optimism, and expansiveness. So have hope in your future. Have hope in love. Have hope and confidence in yourself. You will turn this around, Pisces. All right, that's pretty clear. I hope it helped. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you'd like a personal reading, again, email me. That information's in the description box below. If I don't hear from you through the comment section or through a personal reading, I will look forward to talking to you in June, Pisces. You take care.